Who can jam it? They had us down pretty good. We made a good comeback. It wasn't good enough, and hopefully we could do a better job here.
Are you happy with the progress of your team since the first time you met Thorpe? The team's been rolling along winning, and a big win over Altoona last week.
Well, Altoona wasn't the best played game in the world. It was sure an exciting game. There were a lot of good points. There was a lot of bad, a lot of turnovers, but we've improved greatly, but I'm sure Thorpe has improved greatly too, and I really expect a Super Bowl game tomorrow night.
How do you match up man-for-man size-wise with the Cardinals?
Well, they can go pretty deep with a lot of size. We can start a team that maybe the one man will be the biggest on the floor at 6'7", but if we were to match up all the way down the line, I think they would be bigger overall than we are. Who can jam it? Let's see.
As the area Class C teams prepare to do battle beginning next Tuesday night, it's easy to see that once again there's no clear-cut favorite. 4 times in the past 6 years, the representative to Madison has come through the Fall Creek, Augusta, Olivestrom, Altoona Regional, and it may happen once again this year. 10 days ago, the Fall Creek Crickets were the #1 team in Class C around the state of Wisconsin, but later that night, the Altoona Railroaders derailed them, and that proved that there was quite a bit of parity in this regional. Head coach Jim Martell tells us about it.
Well, I think it's tough again, and we opened with Elk Mound. They had a real nice ball club, and then if we're fortunate enough to win, we'll have to go and we'll have to play the winner of the triangle of the Olivestrom Fall Creek matchup, and then the winner of that will take on Augusta, who's done they've had a nice ball club this year too, and they're going to present a threat in the tournament. It's going to be tough getting out of your backyard. Another team I failed to mention that I saw play the other night was Arkansas, and they just have a terrific, Coach Krenz up there does a terrific job with those kids, and they're a really exciting team to watch too. As for a favorite, you're not going to get one out of me. I think it's really a toss-up between 5-6 teams.
Head coach Jack Tetzner took his Thorpe Cardinals all the way to the state championship game last year before losing to Kohler. This year, the Cards are at 14-2 and play in the Wausau sectional. But there are other good teams, #1 Iola Scandinavia, #2 Marathon, and #14 Granton, to name just a few. So the Cards will be battle-tested if they are to make it to Madison once again. In the Spooner sectional, there are not quite as many powerhouses taking a look at the field, but there are the Washburn Castle Guards, rated #8, and a tournament team entry a couple of times in the past few years. Clear Lake has a rugged ball club. They're at honorable mention. And #10 Glenwood City, who's gone through the season with just 1 loss, that to the Arkansas Travelers.
If we would get by Prescott, then we'd have to play Baldwin or Baldwin, and that would be a very tough ball game for us.
The experts are picking Kohler to repeat as Class C champion this year, but first they must get by arch rival Howard's Grove, a team that defeated them earlier in the year. And don't count on a repeat performance by the Olivestrom Cardinals, because when they've been at full strength this year, they have yet to lose. We hope you enjoy all the teams in all the classes as they travel the road to the state tournaments.
Arkansas played a super job. I can't believe they hit those shots at the end. They kept following us, and we'd make 1 or 2 free throws. They come down. I think they hit a long shot every time. They really came back. They got a super group of kids.
Did you ever think it'd be this close of a ball game?
Well, I knew if they hit the bucket it would be. We did a lot of standing around. I actually think they out-rebounded us. We didn't take advantage of our size very well, but we seemed to get rolling a little towards the end of the second quarter, and we hung on and slowly chipped away.
Anybody in particular you're pleased with on your ball club tonight?
You got to go with the sophomore guard. Mark Cota did a heck of a job coming off the bench. Hit the clutch free throws. Looked like we were going to have trouble a few times, and he came through and come up with a couple big buckets and a couple free throws.
Preparation for Friday and Saturday's state tournament. The Crickets gained the state classic with their 43-39 sectional win last Saturday over North Crawford. In that game, the Crickets 6'7" center Todd Loggy led the team with 18 points. But Fall Creek may enter the tournament without Loggy.
Coach Todd Loggy's been playing extremely well the past few weeks, but now it looks like you might not have him this weekend.
That's a good possibility. He couldn't play today. We've got a few days to work on his ankle and so on. Maybe it'll come around, but right now I have to say he's doubtful.
What happened to him?
I just turned it over, and it's a bad sprain. Some tendons are pulled and so on, and just a normal basketball injury, I guess.
If Loggy can't play, Schultz says the Crickets have a capable backup in 6'1" junior Pat Stewart.
Pat's come along real good against Altoona, against Melrose Mindoro. He came off the bench, did a good job. I know he got 13 against Melrose, and we'll still be a fairly tough team without Loggy in there.
The Crickets' first game on Friday is at the unusual time of 9:30 in the morning, something high school basketball players aren't accustomed to.
Well, it will be different, I suppose. Their system is accustomed to certain things. I thought about practicing at 9:30 in the morning, but it kind of interferes with the school a little bit, so we're going to stick with the after-school practice.
A busy and eventful week is definitely in store for the Fall Creek Crickets.
Back it up a bit and play a little catch out there. It's a long bomber by Klobuchar. He's 2 out of 3. Goes to Henning. He's free on the right. South Shore still packing it in the middle. Loggy comes up 24-19. Crickets close to within 5. But Johnson puts one in and out. And a tough defensive play, but Cota up just a little bit here to Paul Henning. He'll let her go right away. And gone. He's just playing super at this defense. Henning in the middle, the Steinke wheels around, puts it up, in here. 13 points. That's an interesting stat. In the second half so far, the Crickets outscoring the Cardinals 16-4. 4 minutes to go in the game. So the Fall Creek Crickets defeat South Shore in the Class C semi 44-35. And now,
It wasn't a very pretty victory, but we got it, I guess. I guess you say we played well in the second half. We played good defense. Of course, they played well in the first half. Good defense, good shooting. Just kind of switched things around, I guess, in the second half.
Did you make any changes at halftime to make your move count in the second half?
No, we really didn't do anything different. We stayed with the same game plan. We just hoped we'd move a little quicker and maybe shoot the ball a little better. I thought we were doing all right. In the first half, we couldn't get the ball to fall, and we did a lot of standing around. Very poor, 17 points in one half, very poor.
Did you watch the ball game this morning?
I sure did.
What did you think of those Crickets?
Well, I thought in the first half they were crickets, but I was glad they pulled her through. They looked good in the second half. I loved them. Every minute of it. I never get up this early to come out here. No, I'm not from Fall Creek, but I got up early in the morning to get out here and watch these crickets. Fall Creek's number one. You bet it. They're always done what they could, and they're going to be number one.
I see them on the TV this morning, yes. And I think they got a great team, but I'm kind of worried about tomorrow.
Oh, they're going to make it. Yes, sir.
Sure. Taking your time to come to fall. No problem. I always like it.
Go out there and burn that hill. Vote for ball, Greg. I'm sure they'll be. Oh, my God. No wonder I didn't
Which they dive Fall Creek in a man-to-man defense. Inside to Wolf. That one off the fingertips. He didn't really have good control of the ball. Still in the... Pass back to Zimmerman. Unselfish passer. Throughout the state are pleased to be bringing you this state tournament action. And Henning hits again. Are the 1983 Class C State Boys Basketball Champions. Third time in 4 years. Congratulations to bring your team all the way to the state championship game. The first time it's been that way at Fall Creek since 1937. You had a tough opponent.
Oh, without a doubt, Bowler's Super Bowl team, Joe Wolf, just something else. We just couldn't handle him in any way.
You looked at the beginning of the ball game. You came out with 2 points, got a steal. Looked like you're just about to get some momentum, and that's just about when they broke you at the beginning there.
We had a lot of times during the ball game where we thought we were going to go, and seems that we'd make some little mistake here or there, and they would jump 4 or 5 on us. They just kept taking advantage of us the whole time.
This year